Hey guys, All Sports 83 sporting another video at you, and we're all about week 11 for the Camber Cup Series. We were at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway during week 11, and going to jump in and show you all the action from that race. So hope you enjoy it, and let's get started with everything from stage number 1. So I did get the pole for the race, so again, that's very nice. Get a nice start out front. It's always nice not to have too many cars around you. So we get going here, and I feel pretty good. I felt like I've had a pretty good car at the practices and all that stuff. But we come off of turn 2 here, and coming down the backstretch from the very get-go, a lot of trouble takes place behind me. As you can see, cars were going everywhere, and so obviously that would bring out the caution, and we would give it another try on lap number 3 here. And so it's an interesting track. I think the draft is a big role here. As you can see, the guys behind me, obviously they're running pretty fast too, but they can really draw up next to you, get a tow from that draft, and really pull up to you pretty quickly. But at the same time, the track is also unique in that the corners, you really have to hit your marks. And so if you don't hit your marks, you're not going to be able to capitalize on that draft quite as much. We did have another caution that took place at the end of that lap, so we go into pit road. I think a couple of guys took 2 tires or something like that, and I really end up restarting in the 3rd position. And then I kind of make a little bit of a mistake here going into turn 1. I go up the track a little bit. The 88 comes down just a little bit. It knocks me into the grass and puts me all the way back to the tail of the field. But I go on a mission trying to race it back. I'll let you listen. So from 10th all the way to 2nd, and that was all green flag racing. Kind of left me wondering what would have happened had I not gotten involved in a little bit of dust up on lap 1 of that restart. But MC Hash Brown 84 would win stage number 1, had a fast car, so but that run back to 2nd place made me really confident for stage number 2. This is the beginning of that stage. Again, pit strategy would kind of mix up the field a little bit, and then I'm kind of starting on the outside, which again is one of those deals. It's difficult to start on the outside here, but again, if you can hit your rhythm, you can do really well. I had a couple guys get into trouble on the inside there, so I hit my rhythm. I get my marks, and I had a good run off of turn 2 there, and it puts me back in the 3rd position. So I got myself in a good position on this restart, even though I started, I think it was like 6th, maybe 4th, I can't remember. But so I'm in a good place now, and I can try to race these guys and try to get this really fast car back up to the front. So we get another off-screen caution, and through some more pit strategies, I restart in 3rd position. And again, just trying to get through the gears and hit your marks. We get a good chance to do that, but here's a really good example of how lagging car can be a problem. You see the 19 car, he begins lagging and he lags back up into me and causes a huge crash. So it's something that can happen. You get some spotty internet here or there. It definitely can create a mess for the rest of the field. So we get another caution, obviously, from that lag wreck, and so we get back to it. And I start on the outside of the front row, and I don't know if I just got through the gears really well, but I was able to nudge ahead of Ty Racing 14, and kind of gets me the lead back. And so now I'm kind of in that place where I want to be. I'm not racing guys. I'm trying to pull away. And the car felt really good. I mean, it just the whole race, I think it felt really fast. Definitely that run back to second place in stage one gave me a lot of confidence, and obviously getting back to the front here continued to build that confidence as the race went on. So we end up getting another caution off screen here, and then we go back to another restart, and I'll let you look and listen to that for a minute or two. So what you just saw there was really just a really good example of just how difficult it is to race on that high line. It was really a struggle for me to get down into the lane that I wanted. I lost a few positions, and here we got kind of the same thing going on again. I restart again on the outside, and so I was able to get around the 9 car and get back into position, but then another caution came on off screen. So again, I'm stuck on that high side, but I'm second and second. So still kind of up the front part of the field there. And so now it's just trying not to lose too many positions before I can get down in that bottom lane. You see the 14 car, he's got position underneath me, so I can't go down there just yet. But while we're racing, a huge caution takes place behind us, the 1 car, the 96 car, so, and then I think it collected a few more guys, so another caution came out. So you can see I started on the inside there, and that kind of helped me get into the second position. And we're getting down to the wire of stage 2, so everybody's going to be racing really difficult here. One thing I noticed that in portion of the race, this portion of the race, I'd made some adjustments to the car that definitely helped it and made it faster, but for some reason it really made the car super loose. Like during the first couple of laps, I really struggled with this car in the first 2 laps. And conversely, the 24 car, Walking Avenger 59, made some adjustments that made his car pretty quick. So, I'm really kind of falling prey to him in this moment here. He even had a good run on the outside, and I just really had to baby the throttle, especially when I was in the middle of the corner, because it was just so loose in this moment. So it's really kind of unfortunate that I was kind of stuck in this position where we only had a couple of laps left in the stage, and that's kind of the worst part of the run for my car was at the beginning of a run. So it's starting to come to me here in this spot here, and so I start to feel that car stick just a little better in the center of the corner. Probably has something to do with tire pressures. The game does record that, and so then I started feeling a little more comfortable, started feeling a little bit racy again. So then I get after it, and so a little contact from the 88 and the 24 there, and it gives me in position to try to make a move on this 88 car, and I thought I had him right here. I mean, I got on his inside, I've made the move, had the preferred line, but then he really got off of 2 super fast, super clean, and he was actually to get that thing almost out in front of me again. And so now I'm thinking, wow, he's got a really good car on this outside. And then so I kind of pack it in pretty hard. I struggle with the center of the corner. Then he gets into the wall a little bit, but then I get a little excited, and I'm coming off of turn 4, get into the apron, get a little loose, and that was certainly the opening that Chase 456 and the 9 car needed. And we kind of drag raced down to the green-white checkered, and he got the win. So I kind of let that one go a little bit, but the solid second place finish as we headed into the final stage here, where again pit stops would kind of mix up the running order a little bit. I restarted in the 5th position, and again, just kind of go back to work and see if you can work your way back up to the front. I felt like I could. The car was really fast. It really never was slow. Just having to deal with this little bit of a loose feeling at the very beginning, but get a little contact with 48 and we cause a huge wreck. And obviously we bring out the caution and have to get ready to go again here. So then we gonna get into an ugly portion of the race where it just seemed like there was a lot of driving that wasn't super clean. We have quite a few cautions that go through, and most of them happened on or around my screen, so I'm gonna kind of let you take a look and listen. Here on this wreck I got pitted. So after a portion of the race where caution seemed to be the main feature, we kind of cleaned it up a little bit and we went back to racing. Then at this point I'm racing the 88 car of K B-Ball fan, and we had a pretty fun battle for different portions of the race. He seemed to really get a good run on the outside when he had somebody underneath him. He did a really good job of fighting for those positions when people got underneath him, so he found a way to adjust and did a pretty good job. I get a little close to him there. We're really battling pretty hard, and the battle would continue to rage on. It was a lot of fun racing him, and then I think we get to a point where a caution comes back out, and so that kind of slows the field down and bunches it back up again. And yeah, we're at 3 to go, so basically there are no more cautions. Once it gets inside of 3 to go, we have to we have to run it out to the finish. We wouldn't be able to slow the cars down. So I had the lead just after the caution came out, or I got the lead just before the caution came out. So that gave me the ability to control the restart. Jay Harris 3407 also had a really good restart. I think he restarted in 3rd, and so now he's trying to run me down for the win here. He's got a group of cars behind him there. It's pretty close here toward the end. And so basically at this point my biggest concern is to just make sure I hit my marks and don't overdrive the corner and get too excited. And certainly can happen very easily here as we take 2 to go here. So I know the draft is a big thing here. Jay Harris is drawing up to me. I know he's going to try to make that move, so I kind of anticipate that and start moving lower and lower and put a little bit of a block on him there. Obviously, going for that race win, 2 laps to go, coming to the white flag. It's not a good time to let somebody get underneath you, so I try to anticipate that block a little bit and get a really good run off of turn 4. for the final lap, and really just good enough that no one could make a move on me here down the back stretch, or down the front stretch, I should say, and get that victory, man. So excited about that. Taking a look at the points, I did move back into the lead over top of Buffy Fan 95. A couple of shifts in the points with Walking Avenger having a good day, and also for Ty Racing 14. But that's it for this race. I hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you next week.